In the early days of Rome, the military was a citizen militia, and every land-owning Roman male was expected to serve. Soldiers marched from their farms to the battlefield with the rugged terrain of Italy underfoot and the hot summer sun beating down on their iron helmets. The sense of duty to Rome was palpable, and the knowledge that they were defending their families and land gave them the resolve to keep going. A soldier's role in the Roman military was largely determined by his wealth. Men with significant property could afford heavy armor and were assigned as hastati, the front line of battle. The poor, without armor, were initially excluded from service, but over time, the needs of the Republic changed. The Roman military divided its soldiers based on their social class. The wealthiest were in the cavalry, riding war horses across open fields, while the middle-class men, with shields and gladii, formed the backbone of the infantry. Beneath them were the velites, young, lightly armed skirmishers who ran with agility, scouting the battlefield and harassing the enemy. Under the leadership of Gaius Marius, the Roman army transformed from a seasonal militia to a professional force. The Marian reforms opened recruitment to landless citizens, men who had no fields to return to and for whom the military was a career. These men marched in unison, their footfalls echoing on the stone roads that connected the vast reaches of the empire, ready to fight for glory and the promise of land upon retirement. Centurions were the backbone of Roman military discipline. Selected for their bravery and experience, they led from the front, their plumed helmets visible in the chaos of battle. The centurions barked orders cut through the noise, ensuring the formation remained disciplined and effective. Young men of noble birth, often from senatorial families, served as military tribunes. They walked the line between soldiers and generals, learning the art of warfare while earning the respect of their troops. The tribunes were responsible for administrative duties, inspecting the camp and overseeing supplies, gaining their first taste of command. The Roman army was organized into cohorts, each consisting of roughly 480 soldiers. Marching in their distinctive units, the soldiers moved like a well-oiled machine, each man aware of his position and role. The ranks marched in silence, the clinking of their chainmail blending with the rhythm of their footsteps, their resolve unbroken by the chill of dawn. The standard soldier was known as a legionary, often between the ages of 17 and 46. They were trained extensively, with drills in both combat maneuvers and endurance. Through sweat and pain, they became Rome's disciplined force, capable of incredible feats of endurance in the heat of battle. A legionary could rise through the ranks by showing bravery, discipline, and loyalty. The lowest rank, tesserarius, would handle duties like keeping watch. A soldier might become an optio, a centurion's deputy, by demonstrating leadership on the battlefield, a role that came with greater responsibility and privilege. Discipline was at the core of the Roman military machine. Soldiers were expected to maintain their gear, march for miles carrying heavy loads, and set up camp each night without complaint. The general's orders were absolute, and the threat of harsh punishment kept each legionary in line. The primus pilus was the highest-ranking centurion of a legion, an experienced veteran respected by generals and soldiers alike. Standing tall among his men, his years of experience and numerous scars bore testament to his service. The weight of responsibility was heavy on his shoulders as he ensured the discipline and readiness of the legion. The equites, drawn from wealthier citizens, served as the cavalry. These mounted warriors scouted ahead of the legions, their horses' hooves pounding across dusty roads as they gathered intelligence. In battle, they struck fear into the enemy's flanks, exploiting any gap or weakness. Building a fortified camp was a daily duty for the Roman legion. Even after a grueling march, the soldiers dug trenches, set palisades, and laid out tents with precision. The weather could be unforgiving, chilling rain soaking through their cloaks. But the legionaries knew that a secure camp was essential for survival. At the head of a legion stood the legatus, appointed by the Senate or the emperor himself. The legatus was a commander who often had political ambitions, with victories on the battlefield translating to influence in Rome. As he rode through the ranks, he could sense the anticipation of his men, their eyes looking to him for leadership. Rome's auxiliary forces were composed of non-citizens, men from conquered provinces who fought for the promise of citizenship. They moved alongside the legionaries, sometimes barefoot, in the heat of the desert or wading through rivers in the chill of winter. Their role was vital, providing cavalry, archers, and specialized troops that complemented the heavy infantry of the legion. The legion's standard-bearer, or aquilifer, carried the eagle standard, the aquila, a symbol of Rome's honor. Protected fiercely by the surrounding soldiers, the eagle was a rallying point in battle. Losing it was unthinkable, a disgrace that could break the spirit of the entire legion. Valor in battle was rewarded, and soldiers could be promoted for acts of bravery. A legionary who saved a comrade or distinguished himself might be given a falera, a medal worn with pride. The promise of promotion drove soldiers to fight harder, their eyes scanning the chaos of battle for an opportunity to prove themselves. Roman soldiers were governed by strict codes, rewards for valor, and severe punishment for failure. A cowardly soldier might face decimation, a brutal practice where 1 in every 10 men was executed as punishment. This fear kept the ranks disciplined, even under the most dire of circumstances. After 25 years of service, a legionary could retire, receiving land or a monetary reward. The promise of a farm and a peaceful life motivated many to endure the hardships of military life. These veterans would settle in the provinces, their loyalty to Rome undiminished, helping to spread Roman culture. The discipline, organization, and sheer determination of the Roman military allowed it to conquer and hold a vast empire. Through their ranks, from fresh recruits to seasoned centurions, the legions carried the banner of Rome across continents. Their legacy endures, a testament to the power of structure, ambition, and the human spirit. Our journey through time comes to an end for today. We embark on new adventures every week. If you relish the experience, please like and subscribe.